Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. In today's video we're going to do a fall look. This look did not take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but 20 minutes only because it was very detailed. I'm going to show you how we get into this look. Here are the tools that I used. I use all e.l.f. products. Right now I'm brushing my brows up. Recently I got my brows tinted in wax, so there's still color on my brows if you do notice that. Making sure I shape my brows. I'm going for a more curved brow. I want to do a natural soft type of fall look, but I'm going to add some drama to it. I always love the drama, and you're going to peep what I do. Next, I'm adding gel to my brows to keep it in place. And I'm just going to let that air dry and set and just go in with the rest of my makeup. The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer is my favorite primer. It works in all weather conditions. I used it through the summer. It didn't ever lose its power. You can sweat, you can jump into a pool, you can sit in front of a fire, and this primer would do its thing and grip into your skin. I'm using the Satin Foundation by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I'm just placing that over my face. Now this method that I'm doing in this video, I do not typically do this. I literally did this in like a rush, but it's still gonna come out amazing because of the power of blending. If you don't blend your makeup, baby, what are you doing? You're just going out there looking like unfinished work, like an unfinished pizza. This is one of the concealers that I used. I will list all the products and the names and shades down below in the description box. So what I'm doing is placing them under my eyes. I look crazy. And I'm just going to place another concealer, LA Girl Pro Concealer, under my eyes. It's a lighter shade. I'm actually going to blend these shades together, let them dry for a few seconds to make a little mattifying effect underneath my eyes. And of course, with every liquid that you put on your face, you want to set with a powder. So in the end, I'm going to set with my Coconut Translucent Powder by Ciate Beauty. This is also a e.l.f. brush. This is the foundation brush. I'm just blending my foundation first. Next, I'm going to blend out my concealer with a little cute finger sponge. These are so cute. I got this from like Dollar General, I believe, and they were quite affordable. I think they were $2 for 12 in a pack. Just take your time on this. Also blending it into my lids, because if you don't have typically a eye primer, you can use your foundation, but make sure you set it with a powder so those shades can stay and not really like crack. Next, I'm just setting my face with that translucent powder, just on my lids, my T-zone, anywhere where oil control needs to be. And it's very key to set your lids with a translucent powder because you want those shades to last and you don't want any smudging or cracks in your eye look. I will list the shades below, but first I'm going in with a just straight up brown shade. I'm making sure I go towards the middle of my eyelid and back. What I'm doing here is building intensity between 3 shades before I add the lightest shade for this look. I add a lighter brown on top of that brown to kind of mute it. And look at the brush application. I'm blending inward and then outward, kind of like a half circle motion. And don't underestimate the power of your fingertips, because this application was flawless just using your fingertips. Even Jackie Anya, to this day, multi-millionaire, uses her fingers to apply foundation. So what I do, I just pack my shade baby with my handy dandy finger, and I'm going in for the super duper lightest tan on this palette by Jacklyn Cosmetics, excuse me. Put that in the link below. And I'm just packing to my liking. I want it to be as bright as possible. Using this cute mini palette, I'm going in with the black shade to tighten my line and to actually make it more in depth with this look. Y'all, this is a really dramatic fall look. but isn't it giving? Now we're getting into my favorite part. We're going to use our wet liner by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I'm going to create the longest and thickest line in the Guinness Book of Records, and I'm going to fly away with these wings. Honestly, it could have been a little more crispier, but I'm getting more practice. This is how you apply a wing liner with your eyes open, looking down into your mirror like a queen, period, like a boss. Practice makes perfect. Now I learned this trick from RuPaul's Drag Race and Jeffree Star, I think. But you take a credit card or something like Sharp and you just kind of tighten that contour. Then you go in with a kind of lighter or neutral shade and you highlight your contour, always blending upward. And then at the tip, you want to smooth it out and still blend back upward. Thanks for watching, Charmers. This is the end of the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. What is your go-to fall look, and would you want another fall look for this season? I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.